innings are presented by Jack Link's Beef Jerky all season long. Jack Link's Beef Jerky. Feed your wild side. 4-4, 11th inning. Axelrod, 3 flyouts in the 10th, and he'll face Fowler, Schwarber, and Bryant here in the 11th.
Yeah, this would be a good time to go. The bottom of the order due up for the Reds in the bottom of the inning. Push one across here, and you feel awfully good about your chances.
Two more hits tonight for Dexter. Changeup. Called strike. Comes another one. Curve in the dirt. Each team with 10 hits. 1 error in the game. That was by Fowler. He dropped a fly ball in the first inning. It did lead to an unearned run. And he missed it. Ball gets by, and he's going to reach. How about that?
Pena, I don't know, he's a little fatigued or what, but he didn't move his feet at all.
Pass ball charged to the catcher.
Well, he just clanked it. Great opportunity with Fowler aboard.
Kyle Schwarber.
Why not?
Tied the game in the 9th.
Why not win it?
Ball 1. By the way, he's a triple short of the cycle. Not much doubt about this one. Jay Bruce, though, will have room.
Just got under it a little bit.
Bryant's reached the last 2 times on a double and a walk.
You start to think about maybe stealing a bag here.
Decent lead by Fowler. And a check on him by Axelrod. beat the Dodgers again. 4-3 the final in Atlanta.
Axelrod understandably being cautious with Bryant here. But he's got a man on first base. He's got Rizzo on deck. Chris has shown his willingness time and again to take his walks.
Fowler runs. Bryant fouls. Throw. This one in the dirt, dug out by Votto.
A lot of Cub fans here, and they're booing these pickoff throws from Axelrod.
Not running. Close, didn't get it. 3-2.
Battle of wills here as Axelrod doesn't want to give in to the middle of the strike zone, and Brian doesn't want to expand his zone. Quality pitch by Axelrod, but he didn't get the call.
Fowler on the go, swing and a miss. Strike 3. Stolen base, Fowler. 2 outs in the inning.
They're going to let Rizzo swing the bat here. Well, at the end of the day, Chris a little overly anxious to chase that off-speed pitch down in the dirt. But Fowler makes his way into scoring position.
They're going to walk him. And go after Soler instead. This will be the first time Anthony has reached. He has lined out twice, flied out, grounded out, struck out. And now aboard on an intentional walk.
Some would argue he's not having a good night. Why put him on?
Others would argue he's due.
Exactly. I would be in the latter camp.
Breaking ball in there. Strike 1 on Soler. First and second, 2 outs, 11th inning. 4-4 deadlock. Here's a pitch. Bounce toward third, diving stop. Frazier up with it. Throw to first. safe. Bases loaded. Infield hit Soler. Just a good play by Frazier to keep it out of left.
An aggressive turnaround third base by Fowler, but Votto wise to it and was ready to make a play on him if he tried to race home.
Taylor Teagarden will hit in the pitcher's spot. So he's in for Rondon. You're wondering what the bench looks like. Scratch off Herrera, he's in the game. Scratch off Denorfia, he's in the game. Teagarden now hitting. David Ross is the only available position player. Bases loaded, 2 outs, swing and a miss. Teagarden, one of 3 catchers on the roster. That's Jason Mott. Looks like we're going to see him no matter what. Tied or with the lead. Two. That's the inning. They leave them loaded. Brian Barehand.
Great at bat by Soler.
High drive. Rizzo save. Caught by Russell. Struck him out.
What a moment for the kid.
Hey, I'm Chris Mars, host of That Sports Thing, the new show where I'll be talking sports with actors, comedians, and celebrity fans. It's That Sports Thing, and it's totally a thing now. Visit csnchicago.com for every new episode.
Since 1961, Pearl Vision has been providing expert eye care. Today, we make caring for your eyes even easier. Right now, buy 1 pair of glasses and get another pair free. This is genuine eye care in your neighborhood. This is Pearl Vision.
You know what this beach needs?
CPR?
RPMs. More hustle, Hop. Now it's Muscle Beach. Put this against your ear, and you can hear a Hemi.
Whoa! Get a great deal during the Dodge Summer Clearance event. Get 0% APR for 75 months, plus $1,000 bonus cash, plus no monthly payments for 90 days on Dodge Charger SXT.
It is Jason Mott. He was hoping to come into a closing situation. Instead, it's a trying to resume, keep this game going. As he works the bottom of the 11th in a 4-4 tie.
Hamilwood, Strop, Russell, Rondon, and now Mott. Rondon, boy, he's been on a real nice roll of late. 2 scoreless here tonight. He allowed a couple of hits, punched out a couple, didn't walk anybody. And Jason Mott now on for the 42nd time. He's picked up 6 wins in relief along the way to go along with the 5 saves and 5 tries. DeJesus Jr. and Hamilton do up for the Reds here. Pitcher spot is now the leadoff spot for the Reds.
1 ball, no strikes to Suarez.
Could have been. Should have been. Suarez will be taking all the way here.
Nope. Swinging away 3-0. So they're looking at Herrera saying that would not have ended well for you, Jonathan. 1 out. Yeah, I'm not sure about the 3-0 green light leading off an inning.
Yeah, well,
I'm sure a home run hitter, but
yeah, and I guess it's Suarez has extra base power and not proven hitters behind him, so I'm guessing that's why they gave him the green light there. Especially with the pitcher in the leadoff spot. And the only guy available on the bench is Tucker Barnhart, their backup catcher.
Nate Adcock is up in the Reds bullpen.
So when you look at it in that context, it makes a little more sense.
On the son of former Cub shortstop and coach Ivan DeJesus Sr. Line shot. Soler's got it. 2 down. Reached on an infield single in the 9th inning with the second on a balk by Hector Rondon with 1 out, but then Rondon got Phillips and Votto to end the threat. Ball into right. So that extra work paying off. He's 2 for 2 off the bench. As JD mentioned, he was taking some extra BP.
Yeah,
not in the lineup.
Working on getting on top of the ball, hitting it on the ground. He's done that twice and positive results each time.
And they'll get Barnhart, the backup catcher, into the game. And as JD said, he's their last bench guy. Switch hitter. Keep an eye on Hamilton. Not running. Barnhart fouls. So if Hamilton tries to run here, gets thrown out.
Pitcher's leading off the next inning.
Yeah, they're wasting this pinch hit at bat. There he goes. Fly ball center field. Fowler with the catch, inning over. Let's go to the 12th. 4-4.
Want to get the training you need to effectively compete in the construction industry? The Hacia organization offers free training courses and certifications for contractors and workers in this competitive industry. The Hacia program includes coordination and project management, AutoCAD and blueprint reading, EPA and OSHA certifications, and Lead Green Associate certification preparation. Training courses available in Chicago and Aurora. Register today and start building your future.
Get huge savings on great gear at Bass Pro Shops. Like Bass Pro Original Logo tees for under $10. Save 20% on select Redhead men's shorts. And save $15 on this XPS Stalker Tackle Backpack.
Get your nibblers here! Get your nibblers right here! Poppable, shareable, craveable. Your favorite classics with a crispy twist. New corn dog nibblers. Crispy butterfly shrimp nibblers. Creamy mac and cheese nibblers.
You can see the macaroni and cheese, and I love it.
Corn dog.
Shrimp's good.
Yum.
Nibbler shrimp tossed. Get your nibblers here only at White Castle. The crave is a powerful thing.
The new flamethrower cheeseburger now with a $5 lunch. I'm going flamethrower today.
Remember what happened last time?
I'm going flamethrower today.
Remember what happened last time?
Comes with a Sunday now. I can handle it.
The $5 lunch now with the jalapeno bacon flamethrower cheeseburger.
Extra innings are presented by Jack Link's Beef Jerky all season long. Jack Link's Beef Jerky. Feed your wild side. Well, we've played so long that Emerson Rose McVicker has been born. 9 pounds, 15 ounces. Eric and Dawn, proud parents.
What's her name? Emerson?
Emerson.
9-pounder, huh?
Yep.
It's a big baby. Congratulations. Let's get her a win.
Here's Nate Adcock.
Oh. 11 games at the big league level. Numbers not particularly good, were they? Been around a little bit. Had some big league time with the Royals. 11 and 12. Rangers last year. Fastball, slide ball. And once in a great while, a changeup.
From Kentucky, he grew up rooting for the Reds. Maybe that explains the color of his beard.
It's a natural. Might remind you of Ron Robinson.
Yeah, good call. 1-0 to Castro. Pitch. Fouled. On a play. Herrera on deck, then DeNorfia.
Into a new score sheet here. This is
running out of room.
Catastrophic. One out of 5 is Castro tonight. And some very nice plays defensively.
Swing and a miss for strike 3.
Third time he's done that.
Figure for the Reds. Michael Lorenzen would be a pinch hit possibility a little later. Pretty good swing he showed last night. A former college outfielder. Mike Leake can handle the bat. He's pitching tomorrow afternoon. I would think Leake is probably at home sleeping. Bird makes a catch. I don't think there'd be any reason for Mike Leake to be here at this hour with an early game tomorrow. But then again, we assumed Chapman wasn't going to pitch last night, so Mike Leake could come into the game in the 18th. I have no idea. And with a doubleheader tomorrow, you get that extra roster spot, but the Cubs are going to use Dallas Beeler.
And you can't use him tonight.
Right. Denorfia, strike one.
Denorfia got into one pretty good last time up. Deep fly out to center field.
Two. From the stretch with nobody on, the 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss to end the inning. Couple of strikeouts and a 1-2-3 for Adcock.
Dunkin' Donuts is partnered with MLB to bring you MLB Runs on DD. Watch every Tuesday, and if 140 runs are scored league-wide, you could score free MLB prizes. Enter for a chance to win at MLB.com/Dunkin' and root for every run every Tuesday.
These girls have waited 62 days for this concert tonight. So far, I've counted 32 OMGs, 75 LOLs, 13 YOLOs, and I'm super tired. Tweens. Fun age, huh?
You have places to go. Let us worry about getting you there. BP Gasoline with Invigorate. Fuel the journey.
36 hours ago, you were Jeff and Susan. Now, you're Mom and Dad. But you've got this. You read the baby manuals, you baby-proofed the house, bought yourself a safe SUV. You're totally ready for this. Right?
Dunkin' Donuts iced coffee gives you the boost you need to knock every day out of the park. Nothing keeps you on top of your game like a delicious Dunkin' Donuts iced coffee. The official iced coffee of MLB.com. America runs on Dunkin'.
4-4 here, bottom 12.
Well, now some heavy lifting to do for Jason Mott. He's got Otto Frazier and Bruce up here in the bottom half of the 12th.
Pitch is low. Otto 3 out of 6 in his career. Make it 3 out of 7. As Herrera got toppled by that one hopper, but able to get up and make the play. Now Todd Frazier.
Johnny Herrera, very dependable out there. This ball blistered. Tries him to his backside. Recovers, throws him out.
Pitch bounced into the Cub dugout. You mentioned the Frank Sinatra that plays when Todd Frazier comes up. That's because he's from New Jersey.
Yeah.
Big Sinatra fan.
Played collegiately at Rutgers, the State University of New Jersey.
2-1.
David DeJesus, also a Scarlet Knight.
Yeah.
And Eric Young.
Depending on how long this game goes, we may
rattle off
every name of every person who's ever gone to Rutgers.
RU.
Inside. 3-1. Up. Backpedaling is Castro. 2 outs.
Bruce will be sitting dead red here. Turned on a fastball from Justin Grimm last night for a long home run pitch that was up in the zone.
Good pitch. Steve Reich. That'll get in. Will it be 2 bases? Soler picks it up quickly. It'll be 1. Respecting his arm and a good throw.
He's asking Billy Hatcher, should he have gone or not?
I think he made the right call.
Well, he probably did, but 2 outs.
That could be a big play.
Yeah, 2 outs, I would have, if I'm Brian Price, I'm probably saying, yeah, go ahead and go for it, man. That's 2 balls off the wall tonight by Reds hitters that have been singles. Combination of how hard the ball was hit, how quickly it got out there, and respect for the arm of Soler.
That's into right. Bruce stops at second. We don't know if that would have happened. And Bruce Bennett second. I guess Rizzo might have been able to cut that ball off, but 2-out rally here, and it's Marlon Byrd. For Pena tonight.
said last time in this situation, belly play for the infielders. Got to knock the ball down.
Yep. Ball one on a cutter. Bruce the winning run at second. Cubs 9-4 in extras. Reds 4-7. And here's the pitch. It's outside. Well, you do what you have to do. If you're Joe Madden, you hate to have to use Jason Mott for 2 innings in this one with 2 games tomorrow. Justin Grimm cranking it up. But again, you do what you got to do to try to win this one. The 2-1 pitch. Ground ball. Castro to Herrera to end the inning. We'll go to the 13th, 4-4.
You know what this beach needs?
CPR?
RPMs. More hustle, Hop. Now it's Muscle Beach. Put this against your ear, and you can hear a Hemi.
Whoa! Get a great deal during the Dodge Summer Clearance event. Get $2,500 cash allowance plus $500 bonus cash. Plus, loyal owners get $1,000 bonus cash on Grand Caravan.
A car. A car gives you freedom. A new beginning. Room to grow. And in time, room to grow up. Your dream car evolves, and protecting it takes committed support. American Family Insurance.
Attend the Dave Matthews Band shows July 25th and 26th and join American Family Insurance in their support of Best Buddy.
Flour-pressed soap, homemade hot sauce, artisanal pickles, whatever those are. Well, we're glad handcrafted is finally cool. Because at Firestone Complete Auto Care, we've been handcrafting since 1926. Robots might build cars, but it takes human hands to keep them running right. And that's a guarantee, backed by our fixed right promise. Firestone Complete Auto Care. Whatever you drive, drive a Firestone.
We have reached the 13th inning here in Cincinnati. And the Cubs will have the top of their order due against Nate Adcock. They went 13 in a 5-4 loss in Arizona on May the 22nd. So this is only the second time the Cubs have played past 12 frames this season. The Reds, meanwhile, have now gone to 13 innings 4 different times. The other 3 times were all in June within an 11-day span. Pitch to Dexter Fowler. Ball 1. So in the 9th, he started the inning with a hit to right, then scored on the 2-run game tire by Schwarber. In the 11th, he struck out swinging, but a pass ball allowed him to reach, stole a base, ended up stranded at third. 2-0.
Just got to make sure you get a pitch you can handle here on 3-1. If not, let it go.
Ground ball. DeJesus makes a play. Remember, Phillips taken out earlier.
Now, Reds are out of position players. David Ross remains for the Cubs.
Pitch to Kyle Schwarber, a swing and a miss. Tried to backdoor that time on the slider, outside. Game tie, 2-run homer in the 9th. Nobody has scored since. The kick, the 1-1, bounced foul. On a 1-2. It's low. There's Bryant next. If anybody reaches, Rizzo.
It's tough to keep your edge. Position player has been out there all night long. Physically, you're tired. Mentally, you're a little bit fried.
To right, Bruce back on it. Gone! Schwarber's done it again. 5-4.
Somebody call the script writers. This is amazing what this guy is doing.
Better than a cycle. Instead of the triple, he just said, I hit a home run.
Ties it in the 9th with a towering home run. Go ahead home run here in the 13th with a line drive into the seats.
A Ford home run replay. First one was a towering shot. That one a line drive.
Wow.
As the kids say, OMG. In the 13th.
What's the over-under on Schwarber signs we're going to see at Wrigley Field when we get home? Got that look about him. This is surreal. Is this really happening?
Yeah. How soon before he's catching everybody but Lester? A week? we said when he came back up. You just let it play out and see what happens as Bryant strikes out. But I like your line last night. Every line drive he hits, he looks a heck of a lot better behind the plate.
Yeah, I mean, the guy continues to swing it like this. You live with some defensive deficiencies, and sooner or later he's going to tighten that up. Just a matter of time.
Rizzo. Well, he's getting a lot of experience catching tonight, right? He's already caught 12 innings. Justin Grimm will have a save opportunity. He took the loss last night. Hard hit on the ground, but picked up by Suarez. Well, it is Kyle Schwarber's world. We're all just living in it right now. It's 5-4 Cubs in the 13th.
Why pause a spontaneous moment to take a pill? Or stop to find a bathroom? Cialis for daily use is approved to treat both erectile dysfunction and the urinary symptoms of BPH, like needing to go frequently, day or night. Tell your doctor about all your medical conditions and medicines and ask if your heart is healthy enough for sex. Do not take Cialis if you take nitrates for chest pain, as it may cause an unsafe drop in blood pressure. Do not drink alcohol in excess. Side effects may include headache, upset stomach, delayed backache, or muscle ache. To avoid long-term injury, get medical help right away for an erection lasting more than 4 hours. If you have any sudden decrease or loss in hearing or vision, or any symptoms of an allergic reaction, stop taking Cialis and get medical help right away. Ask your doctor about Cialis for daily use and a free 30-tablet trial.
Even the brightest full moon has a dark side. Your job is to find it. Stay thirsty, my friends.
And now, Feldco's biggest sale. Get free installation on all windows, siding, and doors with no money down, no interest, and no payments for 1 year.
Hurry, Feldco's free installation ends soon. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
Well, this feels a little bit like the Sandberg game. Remember, NBC gave Willie McGee the player of the game. See it for the cycle, and then Sandberg hit 2 home runs. Got Bruce Sutter.
That's right.
Well, we gave it to Todd Frazier earlier, the Binny's Beverage Depot toast of the game, but then Kyle Schwarber appeared.
Yeah, he's taking the toast away from Frazier and giving it to Kyle Schwarber.
So our mulligan, and we just used it.
What a great scene. His family's up there, you know, thinking, yeah, you remember the time he did that against, you know, East Central High a couple of years ago? Now he's doing it in the big leagues.
Well, that was the Sandberg game. Maybe this will be known as the Schwarber game. Game tire. Now the go-ahead shot, although Rhino's 2 homers off the future Hall of Famer tied that game both times. Justin Grimm, save chance here. They're right back up on that hill after taking the loss last night. 1-1 on Suarez. Trying to save it for Jason Mott. Strike called, 1-2. As we near midnight here in Cincinnati. The topper to third. One away. Goes to Jesus. Strike one. Low and outside. Yep. We are almost to Wednesday here in Cincy. Shin-Soo Choo hit for the cycle tonight for Texas. Where would you guess he did it? Coors Field.
I was going to say Colorado. It's always
there are a lot of them. 9-0 the Rangers won that game.
Welcome to Wednesday, everybody.
We've got 2 more to play today.
Hump day. Jesus hit the ball sharply last time to right field.
Line and caught by Rizzo. 2 outs.
Hit the ball sharply that time as well, but hang with him.
It'll bring up Hamilton. He's already 2 for 2. There are more Cub fans and Red fans currently in the ballpark.
Yeah, I would say that's definitely the case.
36,845 when we started. Many have headed home.
Half of them are on Schwarber's pass list.
What a dramatic ball game tonight. Schwarber ties it in the 9th with a homer, wins it in the 13th with another home run.
Hits that game-winning home run after having caught 12 innings. We just got done talking about how tired you are, mentally fried you are, and tough to keep your edge, and he hits the game-winning home run after hitting the game-tying home run. An epic night for that young man.
So that's going to wrap things up. The final at 13 thrilling innings. The Cubs 5, the Reds 4. We're back with you on CSN Plus from Wrigley Field Monday night, game 1 of 3 against the Rockies at 7 o'clock. Now for JD and our entire crew, Mark Brady, Skip Ellison, Vince Lodel leading the way. Len Casper saying good night, good morning, wherever you are. Cubs win. Good night, everybody.
How about that one? Well worth staying up late with us here on CSN. He's Todd Hollingsworth. I'm David Kaplan. Kyle Schwarber. Wow, I think you're here to stay, my man. 2 home runs, 4 hits, gets it done. Cubs win.
Kyle Schwarber Day. I mean, we've had some of our younger players kind of have those moments. I was thinking Starlin Castro back in the day, you know, kind of entered with the big home run and the big day. Schwarber
in Cincinnati.
In Cincinnati, right. That's why it's kind of triggering all these memories. Schwarber, absolutely outstanding. Great approach to the plate again tonight. Gets a slider one time, a fastball the other. Work for those pitches, work for those at-bats, and he's not missing right now. He's hottest hitter in our lineup and saved the day.
All right, and let me back up my partner here. In the 9th inning, they throw him a high pitch, and he says, if that guy's foolish enough to leave one up there again out over the plate, he will tie the game. Next pitch, boom, gone.
Got it done.
Good call. And then you called the game winner in the newsroom. Right. Even won him $3. Right. Anyway, we'll take a timeout. We'll come back. Our Blue Cross Blue Shield Cubs postgame live is coming up. We will replay all those highlights. Cubs beat the Reds in dramatic fashion. Be right back.
Need an oil change? At CarX Tire and Auto, full-service oil changes are just $19.99.
Everybody talks. It started with the whisper.
People just can't stop talking about Ford. And now, during the Ford Summer Sales Event, get the best deals of the summer on Fusion with EcoBoost.
The Fusion is amazing.
Ford is the brand more people buy and buy again. So don't miss the Ford Summer Sales Event. Now, during the Ford Summer Sales Event, get a Fusion with 0% financing for 72 months plus $1,000 bonus cash and make no payments until fall. Talk about savings.
It can be hotter than Death Valley in your attic. Take these boxes. They're not only perfect for storing old yearbooks and pictures, they're also a perfect food source and nesting material for roaches. That's why I use the latest scientific methods. Orkin, pest control down to a science.
And the biggest threat your business will ever face. Your size, your reputation mean nothing. Because tomorrow, I'll be your competitor. And I was born to disrupt everything you think your business is about. See you soon.
The next wave of the internet is bringing the next wave of competition. We're ready. Are you?
I love shopping at Binny's Beverage Depot. Where else am I going to find almost 9,000 wines like Chateauneuf du Papa, Chansonnier, Montrachet, and Gabardougat de Italia. I screwed up at the end. If you can't find it at Binny's, it's probably not worth drinking.
Tom posted.
Dogs grew, car didn't. Hashtag Great Dane problems.
Wow, how old are they?
8 months.
You're gonna need a CRV, and you could find a great deal on one at the Honda Summer Clearance event. The CRV is Motor Trend's 2015 Sport Utility of the Year and a 2015 IIHS Top Safety Pick. Oh, he likes it.
Perfect.
Hurry in to the Honda Summer Clearance event for a great deal on your new Honda.
Cubs Baseball on Comcast Sportsnet is brought to you in part by Southwest Airlines. Book your low fare now at southwest.com. Your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Honda dealers, as reliable as the cars themselves. Xfinity, your home for the most live sports. Audi, truth in engineering. Menards, save big money at Menards. And by Toyota. See where Toyota takes you. Test drive one at your Toyota dealer. Toyota, let's go places.
This is Blue Cross Blue Shield Cubs postgame live.
Deep to right, Bruce back on it. Gone! Schwarber's done it again.
Wow. What else can you say? Kyle Schwarber, you are the man. Your table is ready. 5-12-1 for the Cubbies. 4-13-0. Beats the Reds, and the Cubs win it on 2 home runs. A game tire and a game winner for Kyle Schwarber. Hello, welcome in to Cubs Post Game Live, presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois. He is Todd Hollandsworth. I'm David Kaplan. You know, some of those the rare moments that are kind of season-defining games where you go, that one was big time.
Right.
This is one of those.
Well, for Kyle, no doubt about it. But again, you know, we've had drama. You know, so it's been such a big part of the first half of our season. Close ball games, sometimes the offense struggling. But again, us coming through late in ball games, stealing wins back. We've kind of gotten away from that just a little bit. Interesting. I mean, we've had such great pitching here in July. Team at 9-7 coming into the night. Kind of waiting for some of that moment. And there it is. Schwarber center stage gets it done, ties it up, and gets us the game winner as well. So, yeah, he's part of this crew that's going to get it done this year.
All right, let's take a look at the 9th inning home run. Cubs get a man on. They are down 4-2 after a Todd Frazier bloop single gives the Reds a 4-2 lead. And Schwarber hits one almost out of the stadium. That was a bomb.
Oh, great swing right there. You know, it's good to see. He earned this at bat, no doubt about it. You know, going against him, fastballs at the top of the zone. Hoover was trying to get him out around the strike zone, fouled off a few tough pitches. And as I said to you, if he decides to go back out over the plate with something that he's going to get the barrel on, he's seen enough of his fastball now to know that he's going to get something to drive.
All right, let's go pitch by pitch. This is the 9th inning at bat. Takes a strike right there at 94. Gets a piece of it. He's down 0-2. Yeah. He does a really nice job to fight off a couple of tough pitches. Then he gets that high fastball. And you called it and said, if they throw him another one right out over the middle, he's not going to miss this time.
Well, I mean, again, this is deductive reasoning. As a hitter, you know, he showed him the curveball one time and he fouled it off. He's out in front of it a little bit and defended it. But again, Hoover decided that in his mind he was going to try to elevate and get him out with the fastball. He showed him 3 there. And then as you get back to 3-2, more of the hitters count, you're saying, okay, he has not thrown me a slider 1 in the previous 7 pitches. He's not going to try and get me out that way. He's trying to get me out with a high elevated fastball. You set your sights up there, gets it down in the zone, something a little bit lower than where he was going at him, and he gets something to drive. So a great swing right there. Young hitter, covers the plate, has the ability to fight off pitchers' pitches, and you earn that count. You get yourself back to it. We talk about Chris Bryant doing this so well early in the year. How many times we watched him go from 0-2 back to, you know, at bats where he would walk or do a 3-2 count and get that huge hit for us. You're seeing it from Kyle Schwarber, too. This is why we love what this system's kind of pumping out right now. These guys know how to hit. They know how to fight. They know how to work counts, and you saw it right there. He gets this thing tied.
All right, let's check out our Sports Authority play of the game. I'll give you one guess what it just might be. It is a game-winning home run, a line rocket into the right field seats about 8-9 rows deep. Cubs win.
Do you think that he was going to throw him a two-seam fastball again and see how far he was going to hit him? No, he tried to get him out with the slider right there. Kyle all over it, goes down, gets it out. Boy, he had the full swing working today, and again, got something that he could get the barrel to and was able to drive it out. A great swing right there. Tried to bury a slider, didn't get it down far enough, and there's your game winner, folks.
All right, let's check out this board. How about this? Last 4 Cubs hit 2 home runs in the 9th inning or later. Schwarber, Sosa, Dawson, and Rhino.
Oh, boy.
Pretty good company,
yeah,
my man.
Pretty good company.
Pretty good company as you look at those dates. And for Sandberg, of course, that was that famous Sandberg game off of Bruce Sutter. He also drove in the first run of the ball game for the Cubs. So he goes 4 for 7. He drives in 4. He's hitting .410 with a .439 OBP and an OPS almost 1,200.
Well, I think what's been really impressive, at least for me, you know, I've talked about his balance and how he's got the short, compact swing. It's going to play at the major league level. We've watched him hit fastballs. What I really want to talk about now is just his ability to hang in the at-bat and what you've watched him do. There's been a few times where he's been fooled. He's been able to foul off some balls, earn himself another pitch. I mean, that's the key to hitting at the big league level, is working for mistakes and getting yourself back into counts. You got to fight. You got to fight your way through it, and you watched him do it tonight. You know, you say, oh, look at the box score. He was 4 for 7, and it's like, you know, oh, well, he was just getting fastballs out over the plate. But when you look at his game and you break it down, he saw a ton of pitches tonight. He fought for almost every one of those at-bats and got himself back into them, where he got the fastball more times than not late and then did something with it.
All right, let's take a look at our Cholula pitching recap. This thing started a long time ago. 6:10.
A doubleheader tomorrow, man.
When we got started, we got a double dip starting at 11 a.m. tomorrow. You look at those numbers for Jason Hamill. He wasn't great, but he wasn't terrible. Well, you could tell he wasn't himself.
To be expected. I mean, he's been off for 18 days. I thought he was going to come in a little amped up for this one. Matter of fact, that's the key. We'll get into that later in the show. You know, what Jason Hamill was going to be tonight. I thought you're going to see a little bit, probably a little bit more hair on the fastball. Good slider at times. He did make some messes for himself, but for the most part was able to get himself out of it. Cap, if you went into tonight's ball game and thought you were going to get 7-1, I would have said, it's probably not going to happen. It's his first time back out. He's been off for a little while. He did walk 3. Jason, he hasn't been walking 3 hitters a ball game. I mean, he's just a little bit off. Arm looked good. Arm slot looked good. Some really good breaking pitches in tonight's ball game. 5 innings, 5 2/3. Oh, I'm sorry, 5 innings tonight. 4 Ks, 3 walks there, and 96 pitches. So not as efficient as we've seen him be before, but clearly something that he's going to build off of. You also got to remember that this is a pretty good Cincinnati Reds lineup, and they're swinging the bats right now. Frazier's swinging it. Bruce has found his stroke. Votto's been doing his thing. This is not the easiest lineup to navigate. They do have some tough left-handed hitters. So all in all, I was pretty impressed with tonight's outing.
All right, let's take a look at the rest of the pitching staff for the Cubs. Bullpen threw 112 pitches, over 70 of them for strike, and they walked exactly 0 guys.
Now, you know I love this. I could talk about this all show long. Our bullpen has been outstanding all season, well, for the most part. We did have a little bump there, and I think it was late April, early May. But since, things have been figured out, man. These guys are aggressive. They're attacking the strike zone. They're throwing get-me-over pitches at times when some of the bigger boppers are coming up. They're putting their fastball where they need to. Cap, when you sit back and think about it, you got 5 innings from Jason. The rest were bullpen innings, and we didn't walk a hitter. That is huge, especially with the lineup this Reds team's got going right now and the way they're swinging the bat. So very, very impressive stuff. Rondon outstanding, Mott outstanding. I mean, pick a guy. Grimm comes in, gets it done. Great stuff from these guys. But again, the tough part about this one is that you got that doubleheader tomorrow. So hopefully we'll see how many guys are left over and still fresh.
All right, time for a break here on Cubs Postgame Live, presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield. We'll be right back with the latest on the injury to catcher Miguel Montero and more.
Cubs Postgame Live is presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois. Through it all.
How's it going up there?
I need more time!
You only get a handful of minutes to start a new life.
We gotta go!
Keep looking! It's gotta be here!
He's coming!
So you grab what you need to get you through.
Oh, there it is.
I'm gonna go have our baby now.
Like, geez! I'm so nervous.
A strong business needs to be connected. The right location will provide everything a company needs to grow. Elk Grove Village is home to a community of over 3,600 companies. It's surrounded by highways, its freight rails served, and its next-door neighbor is the world's busiest airport. So when it comes to being connected, we have options. Elk Grove Village. Makers wanted.
Henry posted. New apartment comes with the garage. It's time for a big boy car.
Congrats, Henry. Hurry into the Honda Summer Clearance event, and you can get a great deal on the Honda Accord from KBB.com's best overall brand. With a rear view camera and text message reader standard, it's the perfect big boy car.
Awesome. I'll be right over.
We're open late.
Hurry in to the Honda Summer Clearance event for a great deal on your new Honda.
Menards has the sale that lets you save big on over 65,000 items. So get ready, get set, and save with an 11% rebate on everything. Hurry in and save big, because now is the perfect time to save on all of your projects with an 11% rebate on everything, including sale prices. That's savings on top of savings. Get everything you need with an 11% rebate going on now.
When you paint with Frog Tape, something magical happens. Because Frog Tape is the only painting tape with patented paint block technology to give you the cleanest, sharpest lines possible. The patented paint block reacts with water and latex paint to form a microbarrier against paint bleed. Frog Tape Delicate even works on freshly painted surfaces, giving you maximum creative flexibility. For professional results when you paint, there's only one name to know. Frog Tape. Keeps paint out, keeps lines sharp.
Asphalt 8 Airborne. Download it now for free.
Just hitting $1.63. Clown stuff? That's clown stuff, bro. Welcome back to our Cubs post-game live show brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois. Time for our UPS store, taking care of business player of the game. Really? Well, this one's pretty easy. 8th career start, Kyle Schwarber already has 2 4-hit games, a double, 2 homers, a single today, drives in 4, goes 4 for 7, and wins it in dramatic fashion.
I like that little walk-off right there. Great to see. I mean, again, I really don't. I mean, as I said to you, Cap, I'm really not surprised. I mean, we're kind of throwing out these really significant stats, historically speaking. When you sit back and you look at his approach and what he does, I think back to the homer against the Cleveland Indians the other way. I mean, this guy's got great plate coverage. I expect more of this.
How about that? The last 5 times a major league player in his first 11 career games had a 2-home-run game, all Chicago. Schwarber, Soler, Baez, Jose Abreu. Wow. We expand it 30 years and 13 games. We find a Todd Hollandsworth on that list.
I was trying to get my name on that list. I don't have enough time. It was in black and white.
What do we have to go back? 30 years?
At least.
Exactly.
20 maybe.
Earlier today, the Cubs said injured catcher Miguel Montero has visited hand specialists in both Chicago and Arizona. Plan is to let Montero rest for at least 2 weeks and evaluate the injury at that point. So that means Kyle Schwarber is probably going to be around here for the rest of the season because you're going to get into the middle of August and you don't even know if Montero's back at that point. He'll have to go on some type of a rehab, you would think, and work through it. And then you get back to the September call-up and expand the roster.
Well,
so I would say Schwarber's here.
Yeah, you're kind of dissecting all of that. Let's just be honest with ourselves here. He's swinging the bat the way that you want to, and you don't send bats like this down when you're swinging the bat this well under any circumstances. Honestly, if Miguel Montero was coming back tomorrow, you better think something through and find something out. He's such a big part of our offense right now, inserted into the 2-hole. We've got some slumping young hitters right now. Kyle Schwarber's done a fantastic job of kind of balancing that out, taking some heat off some guys, if you will. And
you need Bryant and Rizzo and Castro.
You need his bat in the lineup right now. So, again, this is a team that's playing with expectations. We're excited for the second half. Our pitching has been outstanding. You're not taking steps backwards offensively. You're finding a way to get Schwarber's bat in the lineup more often.
On a regular basis. We'll be right back. Cubs Postgame Live continues. Presented by Blue Cross and Blue Shield.
Cubs baseball on Comcast Sportsnet is brought to you in part by Cholula Hot Sauce, the flavorful hot sauce with the iconic wooden cap.
One thing we can rely on in this house is UVerse high-speed internet.
I've been streaming movies all day without any problems.
UVerse high-speed internet has brought much-needed reliability to our lives.
It's got reliability you can rely on.
AT&T UVerse high-speed internet. With 99.9% reliability, it's one thing you can rely on.
Where were you born? It's a question asked all the time. Because where you're from shapes who you are, inspires how you do things. And when that inspiration comes from a place this refreshing, this majestic, this... well, you get the idea. Coors Light, born in the Rockies.
Menards has the sale that lets you save big on over 65,000 items. So get ready, get set, and save with an 11% rebate on everything. Hurry in and save big, because now is the perfect time to save on all of your projects with an 11% rebate on everything, including sale prices. That's savings on top of savings. Get everything you need with an 11% rebate going on now.
However you do sports, however you do fun, however you do summer, do it at Sports Authority. Shop thousands of great deals this summer. Sports Authority.
Two things got the stylists excited at a sheer delight. When a customer had the guts to go for the big city, and playing the lottery. You see, they'd played together for years, but never hit it big. And then one day... Mama getting new shoes, baby. Mama getting new shoes, baby. Mama. So go ahead, get that new hairdo. And hey, play the Illinois Lottery, because anything's possible.
All right, let's take a look at the Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois. Key to the Cubs' victory, other than Kyle Schwarber's back.
Well, it's kind of actually part of that, too, as well. So, all right, here's where we were going. It was kind of a dual key. I know when we do post games, we only do the one. Amped up. Really what I was talking about, Jason Hamill, and what he was going to be coming out. I thought this might be a little bit of a possibility just because he hadn't pitched in 18 days. I thought we might see a little bit more velocity, maybe a little less control. Interestingly enough, first 3 innings, he gave up some singles, but was able to do a pretty nice job of getting himself out of trouble. I was also talking about us getting the bats going, Cappy, amped up. You know, we're pumped up. We're in Cincinnati, swinging the bats, kind of get some things going. We've been struggling here collectively. Good to see. Brian had the double there. Obviously, Schwarber and others had a nice ball game again tonight. But the big hero, obviously, is Kyle Schwarber in the game he had. But they were a little amped up. Took a little overtime, but got it done.
All right, let's take a look at the Cubs lineup tonight. And there was some obvious production outside of Schwarber, but he was the big star. Dexter Fowler had a couple of knocks. Chris Bryant had that ground rule double. 2-hit night for Soler, 2-hit night, including a home run for Coghlan, a 1 for 6 for Castro. But disappointing for Anthony Rizzo, an 0 for 6 night.
Yeah, April 20th was the last time his batting average slipped below 290. That's the kind of season he's been having. Yeah, he's been struggling a little bit and is expanding that strike zone just a little bit too much. That's what we've been watching. You see the breakdown? I remember my trainer back in Los Angeles used to tell me about this because I used to do it all the time, the breakdown when I would go to my back leg on a swing. We've seen Anthony do that a little bit. He's got to kind of hone that strike zone back in again. I think back to April when he was taking his walks and going the other way. It's just kind of a formula for his success right now. That strike zone's a little bit too big for him. So good to see Cogs, big home run right there, got us tied up, about 3 hours ago?
Yeah, that was after like a 7-minute delay to review it. I don't know what they were looking at. Right. It was pretty clear that this ball was on top of the fence. But it took them 7 minutes. They finally reviewed it. Home run.
That guy in the black there was looked like he was trying to catch a punt or something right there. Kind of covered it up a little bit. But great swing by Cogs right there going the other way. That's kind of been his game plan in this series, really using the off-field. Big swing, big hit for him. You know, I love this guy. He does whatever this team needs for him to do and comes up with a big one there earlier tonight. 6th inning, my goodness. It was about 3 hours ago.
Yep, that was the ruling eventually. Home run, jog on home, Chris, and that tied the ball game way back when at 2, and the Cubs end up winning this thing on 2 Kyle Schwarber home runs. A game time, 2-run shot in the 9th, and the winner in the 13th. After this final timeout, Holly and I look at tomorrow's double dip to wrap up this series.
How's he going up there? I need more time!
You only get a handful of minutes to start a new life.
We gotta go! Keep looking! He's gotta be here! He's coming!
So you grab what you need to get you through.
Oh, there it is.
I'm gonna go have our baby now.
Keys! I'm so nervous.
Cubs baseball on Comcast Sportsnet is brought to you in part by Cholula Hot Sauce, the flavorful hot sauce with the iconic wooden cap.
Hey, Ralph Punzel.
Oh, hey, Ronnie.
Where are you headed?
Great Clips.
You're getting a haircut?
I checked in already. Using their online check-in.
Online check?
It saves you time.
You're getting a haircut.
Why? Thinking about applying to astronaut school.
That's cool.
Okay, I'll see you, Ronnie.
Next time, save time. Download the online check-in app today. Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
Great news. The best internet offer of the year is back. Get Xfinity Internet for just $14.99 a month for 12 months. But don't wait. This offer is only back for a short time. AT&T Uverse can't give you the speed Xfinity does. Call 1-800-XFINITY to get started for as low as $14.99 a month for 12 months. Or ask how to get even more speed with Blast. Now with 50% more speed. Call 1-800-XFINITY today.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
Sport Clips appreciates everything guys do.
You're welcome.
That's why we're giving you the Instant Replay. It's your Sport Clips MVP experience, but more of it. For a limited time, get twice the hot towel treatment and a double header of our massaging shampoo and soothing scalp treatment for the price of a single MVP. Are you dreaming? You're not dreaming. Sport Clips, it's good to be a guy.
Hi gang, Poogie here. We're growing up the savings at Poogie in Downers Grove.
We've got prices to the bone.
And we cook them low and slow.
Right now, lease a new Mazda 6 for just $179 a month, or a new Mazda CX-5 for only $219 a month. Get the Poogie price and save.
Come sink your teeth into a great deal.
The things at Poogie are delicious.
Buy a new car from Poogie can be a
beautiful thing, Grandpa.
Poogie, Poogie.
That first one is really important for the Cubs to go out there and get it. Look for Kyle to be on his game and hopefully down in the strike zone again. We've watched the ball fly out there in Cincinnati, so certainly going to be a big part of it. He's had no issues with that, and he's been throwing the ball very, very well of late. So see a lot of that two-seamer tomorrow.
How much of the bullpen is going to be available?
Well, I mean, again, you're hoping that Kyle gives you a lengthy one. That's going to be important because, again, you're in a position where that bullpen got used an awful lot tonight, and you've got a doubleheader tomorrow. I mean, these are important games. You're not trying to give anybody back, even because it's the Reds and you feel like you're supposed to get these games. You don't want to split. You're going for two, but it's going to start with that starting pitching. You got to get some length.
Yeah, you got Rafael Soriano, who did not pitch tonight. He obviously would be available. Mott only threw 27 pitches. Grimm just 12, 10 for Russell, 11 for Strop. Those are probably your guys. Yeah. All right. Thank you for watching Cubs Postgame Live, presented by Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Illinois. Thanks again for watching a dramatic Cubs win. 5-4. We'll see you.
Hey everyone, I'm Kip Lewis, and welcome to Sportsnet Central, presented by CLR. Another big name hits the trade market, but is the price too high for Theo Epstein and the Cubs? Meanwhile, the Cincinnati Kid comes through in the Queen City.
Oh, baby! We're tied!
It was Christmas in July on the South Side, where the Cardinals jumped out to an early lead, but it was another big night for Tyler Saladino. And with training camp just a week away, what's the biggest question facing the Bears heading into Bourbonnais? Another strong finish on Sportsnet Central right now.
To Sportsnet Central, presented by CLR.
The Cubs and Jason Hammel looking to get back in the win column in Cincinnati. Hammel seeking his 6th win of the season as the Northsiders look to gain some ground in the division. Hammel 0-1 with a 5.34 ERA with 5 career starts against the Reds. Runs into some trouble early. Man on for Joey Votto in the first. He lines one to center, but Dexter Fowler drops the ball. Brandon Phillips makes it to third on the play. He later scores on a sac fly. Reds up early. Now 2-0 in the 5th. 2 men on for hometown kid Kyle Schwarber, and the young catcher delivers, driving one deep to center, bounces over the wall for a ground rule double. Schwarber's family and friends in the crowd going nuts. Yeah, they love it. Cubs are on the board 2-1. Next inning, same score. Chris Coghlan at the dish this time. He smokes one the opposite way, deep to left. It appears to hit the top of the wall and come back into play. Coghlan thinks the ball is gone. The umps huddle and check the replay. After further review, the ball did, in fact, make it out of the park. It's a homer for Coghlan, his first since June 10th, and the Cubs pull into a 2-2 tie. Bottom 7th, Cubs in a jam. Second, third for Todd Frazier. Bloops the Pedro Strop slider into left center. 2-run score. Cubs are down a pair once again. Cubs still down 2 in the 9th. Schwarber up with a man aboard.
High drive right field, way back. Oh, baby! We're tied!
425 feet, and no doubter for Schwarber. Cubs pull into a tie. They head to extra innings. We jump ahead to the 13th. Here's that man again.
Deep to right. Bruce back on it. Gone! Schwarber's done it again. 5-4.
Well, you could say this one will be forever known as the Kyle Schwarber game. He goes 4 for 7 with those 2 homers and powers the Cubs to a dramatic 5-4 victory.
Kyle Schwarber Day. I mean, we've had some of our younger players kind of have those moments. I was thinking Starlin Castro back in the day, you know, kind of entered with the big home run and the big day. Schwarber
in Cincinnati.
In Cincinnati, right. That's why it's kind of triggering all these memories. Schwarber, absolutely outstanding. Great approach to the plate again tonight. Gets a slider one time, a fastball the other. Work for those pitches, work for those at-bats, and he's not missing right now. He's hottest hitter in our lineup and saved the day.
So in 8 starts this season, Schwarber is hitting .444 with 3 homers and 10 RBI, a pair of doubles and even a triple with 4 hits in this game. He now has 3 different 3-hit games in his first 8 starts. Well, the Detroit Tigers still in the wild card hunt, but according to reports, Detroit may be sellers at the trade deadline. One guy they may be willing to part ways with is lefty starter David Price, who would become the crown jewel on the market. So should Theo Epstein and the Cubs pull the trigger if the price is right? Here's what NBC Sportsnet's John Feinstein thinks.
If he's asked for a couple prospects who are still at AAA, I might very well go for David Price because he's not that old. He's still a very good pitcher. But if I'm asked for one of the guys who's at the major league level, who's already showing that he can play in the major leagues, and plus prospects too, obviously, I don't think I'm going there. I think I would certainly be willing to listen. I would certainly be willing to put an offer on the table, but I'm not going to blow up my future, which looks so bright, including the fact that the Cubs have a great chance to be in the playoffs this year, just to get David Price. But if I can get him without giving up too much, then I would make the move.
Well, the matchup on the south side was scheduled to be Carlos Rodon versus Carlos Martinez, but Martinez was forced into action during an 18-inning marathon on Sunday against the Mets. Instead, the Cardinals turned to Michael Wacha, while Rodon looked to complete 7 innings for the first time this season as a starter. Rodon's last start 11 days ago. That was a 6-inning performance against the Cubs, in which he kept them scoreless despite walking 6. Second inning here, though, Cardinals had a run in, bases loaded with 1 out. Rodon strikes out the next 2 to end the inning, just giving up 1 run. More from the Redbirds in the third, 2 outs, runners at second and third. Yadier Molina goes the other way. That's going to plate both Cardinals 3-0 St. Louis after that. Control issues for Rodon in the 5th. He had 2 batters, Colton Wong, the victim there. No outs, and the bases are loaded for Matt Holliday. Rodon isn't getting out of this jam. Holliday crushes that pitch. No doubt about it. Holliday with a grand slam, and just like that, it is 7-0 Cardinals. That would end Rodon's night. 4 innings and the 7 earned runs. The Sox get a couple back in the 4th and more in the 5th. Giovanni Soto gets a hold of that Michael Wacha pitch. Soto with his 6th homer of the season makes it 8-3. Later in the inning, Tyler Saladino with a man aboard.
We're going to need some pitching.
That ball hit high and deep. Way back. He looks up. You can put it on the board. Yes. A 2-run bomb by Tyler Saladino. And it's an 8-5 ball game. We're right back in it.
That is homers in back-to-back games for the rookie. It says 8-5 St. Louis into the 9th, 2 outs. Saladino, chopper to short. Johnny Peralta's throw gets him, or does it? They review the play. Saladino's speed keeps the game going. Jose Abreu, he's up next. The tying run at the plate. Trevor Rosenthal gets Abreu to ground out to third. Yeah, that's going to do it. The Cardinals get to Rodon and hold on for the 8-5 win over the White Sox. My man Chuck Garfien was there. He's got your press pass.
That White Sox hot streak that occurred before the All-Star break has now officially been broken. They've lost 5 of their last 6 games, and Carlos Rodon, who has not won in over a month, tied a season and career high by giving up 7 runs. The problem for him was command.
The inconsistency in between pitches, it's tough.
trying to make an adjustment. And, you know, so you see a strike over first pitch, and then the next pitch is wide about 2 feet. And just something I got to get better at.
He's got a lot of potential. He's got a great fastball, great mechanics. I mean, this guy is going to be really special. He's still young. He still have, 13 starts, or in the big league. So, he's got a lot to learn.
He knows he can strike people out, and I think he goes to that somewhat. But it's a learning curve for him. I mean, he's not a complete product as he goes out there. He's continuing to learn and adjust and do things, at the major league level. So this is part of that curve.
Down 7-0, the White Sox battled back, led by another rookie, Tyler Saladino, who got 3 hits, launched his second home run, and continues to make this game look easy.
It's definitely not. It's just, a couple good things have happened here lately. As far as, I guess, to make it look that way, but it's definitely not. These guys are good. They're playing the best ball players in the world, so it's definitely not easy. Just trying to keep things, like I said, as simple as possible and compete.
But despite another loss, their place in the standings, and the repeated talk that the front office will be forced to sell before the deadline, the White Sox are not giving up.
We still got some baseball left. We still got a lot of baseball left. A lot of things can happen. So just keep positive and worry about tomorrow.
Covering the White Sox at U.S. Cellular Field, Chuck Garfien, Comcast Sportsnet.
All right, thanks, Chuck. The Sox and Cardinals wrap up their 2-game series tonight at U.S. Cellular Field, with John Danks getting the start for the home team. And we've got all the action for you right here on Comcast Sportsnet. Hawk and Stoney have the call at 7, followed by Chuck and Bill with White Sox Post-Game Live. Hey, and you know what? If you have a question for Chuck and Bill, those two guys you see right there, they are so kind, they will answer your questions during Sportsnet Central, the White Sox game and post-game live. To participate, just visit CSN Chicago's Facebook page, submit any questions you have for them, and tune in to see if your question is answered on the air. Mariners and Tigers battling at Comerica Park. The Mariners had a big lead early, but the Tigers come roaring back in the third. J.D. Martinez blasts a homer onto the camera well. Detroit eventually takes an 8-6 lead. Fast forward to the 8th, bases loaded for Seattle, and a wild pitch from Neftali Feliz allows a run to score. That makes it 8-7. 2 batters later, Franklin Gutierrez digs in, and how about this? Deep drive to right, long gone for a 2-out grand slam. The Mariners stun the Tigers with 5 runs in the 8th. They win a wild one, 11-9 final. Royals hosting the Pirates in KC. Remember the days when these two teams are terrible? Not anymore. Royals starter Jason Vargas done after 1 1/3, out with left elbow pain. Joe Blanton filled in nicely. 3 2/3 scoreless, 5 punch-outs, including ex-White Sox Brent Morel. However, Pirates, Garrett Cole blanking the hometown team. That is until the 8th, when the Royals strike. 2 on, Jared Dyson at the dish. Loops a shallow single to right, 2-run score. Royals added 1 to lead 3-0 entering the 9th, where the Bucks wouldn't go down without a fight. Bases loaded for Gregory Blanco, but it's the other Greg. Royals closer Greg Holland gets the Blanco swinging. Ball game there, clutch hitting late leads to a 3-1 Royals win. Still to come, just a week away from Bourbonnais, and we'll tackle all the top storylines heading into Bears training camp with Zach Zaidman. Plus, we'll introduce you to one of the newest Blackhawks on how he plans to live up to the pressure and great expectations of the defending Stanley Cup champs. And it's a day he's dreamed about his entire career. Kimmo Timonen finally has his day with a cup. Those stories and more when Sportsnet Central returns.
Shopping online is as easy as it gets. Wouldn't it be great if hiring plumbers, carpenters, and piano tuners were just as simple? Thanks to Angie's List, now it is. We're making hiring anyone from a handyman to a dog walker as simple as a few clicks. You don't have to be a member to buy their services directly at angieslist.com. But members save more on special offers.
Angie's List is revolutionizing local service again. Visit angieslist.com today.
Are you afraid of getting out of debt, stressed out, but afraid to do anything?
Filing bankruptcy is like going to the dentist. Most people wait and stress out, but feel a lot better once they go. In bankruptcy, just like the dentist, can be painless. I'm attorney Peter Francis Geraci. Call us now or log on to infotapes.com. You won't know how good you'll feel being debt-free until you do.
1-800-401-4010.
Do you have tough cleaning jobs around your house? Calcium deposits, lime, rust stains, yuck. Well, clean up fast with CLR. CLR's powerful formula blasts through tough cleaning problems inside and outside the house. It tackles buildup on shower heads, even coffee pots. And CLR has an EPA designed for the environment seal, so it's safer for your family and the planet. CLR, tough on yuck, gentle on everything else.
CLR is available at these fine stores.
Relay for Life, because there's so much to live for. Help the American Cancer Society finish the fight. Walk, join, donate now.
I'm Anthony Rizzo, and you're watching the home of Cubs baseball on CSN Chicago.
This is 18, and it's Zach Johnson for Bernie to get to 15.
Championship right there. That could do it.
No. Add the old course to Augusta. Zach Johnson, major champion again.
Zach Johnson had that dramatic win at the Open Championship, and next month he'll try to capture the BMW Championship up in Lake Forest. Johnson won the event the last time it was played here in 2013. On Tuesday, the president of Conway Farms discussed the changes and the new challenges on the course.
Well, the new greens, I think, are going to be really wonderful. The 007 grass is, you know, they're only less than a year old, but they're fabulous. And I think number 15, the drivable par 4, is going to be really fun. We've made some changes there to allow for greater risk reward so that they can possibly go for it. They've got the water on the left and then two big bunkers, wall bunkers on the right, and so it should be really fun.
Believe it or not, the Bears report to training camp next Wednesday, the 29th, and hit the field for their first practice under new coach John Fox the following morning at 9:30. For more, here's Mark Schanowski.
And joining us now is Zach Zaidman from The Score, who also does sideline reporting on the Bears radio network. Zach, with camp starting next week, what's the most intriguing storyline in your mind?
I think just the new coaching staff and what they bring to the table, including for the first time in Bears history, and they've been playing football since 1920, that 3-4 defense, because we know that with the soap opera storylines from last season, the biggest issue is the defense. This is a team that over the last 2 years allowed nearly 30 points per game. That has to change for the Bears to get better.
And speaking of that new 3-4 under Vic Fangio, which of the veterans who are traditionally 4-3 guys will still be effective in this system?
That's the question that I can't answer at this point, because we've seen situations with other teams of veteran players switching defenses late in their career and having success. Just look at Julius Peppers, who was successful in the Bears' 4-3 defense, then goes to the 3-4 that the Packers run. He had a terrific first year in that scheme. There was DeMarcus Ware, who played in a 3-4 system with the Cowboys, then goes to a 4-3 with the Broncos and had success. They're hoping Jared Allen can do that as he moves from defensive end to outside linebacker, but there are a lot of veterans that are being asked to do things they haven't done a lot of in the past, like Lamar Houston coming back from the ACL to play outside linebacker. You know, what's Willie Young's health status? And eventually, when he gets on the field following that Achilles injury, can he actually play outside linebacker? And then there's the Shea McClellan question. Now he's going to be playing another new position, inside linebacker, in a 3-4 scheme.
Top draft pick Kevin White missed the mandatory minicamp because of a minor injury. How confident are you that he can be a big contributor in his rookie season?
He gives the Bears an element they haven't had since Johnny Knox was forced to retire with that back injury, and that's speed. So with that alone, you figure he can make an impact. And as we saw with Odell Beckham Jr. last year with the Giants, rookies at the receiver position are expected to contribute immediately. defensively, and he's got some help. And the Bears have a lot of weapons on offense. If they have a healthy offensive line, you know they got one of the best tailbacks in the league in Matt Forte. Alshon Jeffrey's in a contract year, so expect big things from him. Martellus Bennett is back. They have Eddie Royal, who has a certain sense of a rapport with Jay Cutler, and White gives them speed and size. So you figure that if they balance out the offense with the run and the pass, White can be a big contributor.
All right, Zach, great information. We're all ready for football. We'll talk to you in Bourbonnais.
You got it.
All right, thanks, guys. The Vikings found a way to make Adrian Peterson happy, and not surprisingly, they did it with money. Minnesota restructured the final 3 years of Peterson's contract and a deal that will guarantee him $20 million, including $13 million this year. His previous deal had no money guaranteed, so the franchise running back now has security in this new pact. Well, the Blackhawks received 2 solid players in the Brandon Saad trade with Columbus. Marco Dano and Artem Anisimov should give them 2 top 6 forwards. Anisimov, a center they hope to pair with Patrick Kane, has already signed a 5-year contract extension. He told Chris Bowden, just like everyone else, he was surprised by the trade too.
The whole day was like crazy, you know, because I was in Russia this time, and it was during the night everything going on, you know, like I want to go to sleep, and my phone start ringing like and stuff. I cannot sleep.
It's the second blockbuster Anisimov's been a part of after going from the Rangers to the Jackets in the Rick Nash trade 3 years ago. Injuries kept him out of 30 games this past season, following his best NHL campaign, second on the club with 22 goals to help Columbus reach the playoffs. Feel like going to the front of the net?
Yeah, I like going in front of the net. Of course, it's like all the goals scores from there.
But you pay a price, too.
Yeah, but you score goals.
Anisimov's size and ability to play both ends is a combination Stan Bowman sought for some time on the second line. But if he's to play with Patrick Kane, he'll need to improve on faceoffs. He's never been above 50% in any of his 6 seasons, 3 of which were below 45%. What was it like as an opponent to play against the Blackhawks?
It's hard to play against this team because they know how to win it in a different situational, like, and it's a very skilled team, and if you like miss a couple seconds and the puck can end up in your net.
Anisimov was around the Stanley Cup last weekend, but followed the rule not to touch it until he's a part of winning it. Is there a little bit of excitement and also a little bit of pressure to kind of live up to what's been said here?
Yeah, of course, it's the pressure going to be always like here, because I think the team who won the 3 Stanley Cups in the past 6 years, it's always going to be pressure.
Chris Bowden, Comcast Sportsnet.
Thank you, Chris. We continue our summer-long series, Where is the Cup?, as we track the movements of the most famous trophy in the world. And the Cup is continuing its tour of Finland. Kimmo Timonen's waited an entire 16-year career to bring the Stanley Cup home. And on Tuesday, his dream came true. Over 10,000 people turned out in Kimmo's hometown of Kuopio to catch a glimpse of the Cup. A big night for Kyle Schwarber in front of family and friends. Coming up, we'll tell you why Cubs fans can expect to see Schwarber's bat in the lineup for their foreseeable future.
The myth, the man.
Have fun.
The best of the Dan Patrick Show, weekdays on CSN Chicago.
Who's with me? Are you kidding me? Come on this side of the glass and say that to me, you little punk.
I can't believe they let us do this show.
Catch the best of the Dan Patrick Show weekdays at 4:30 on CSN Chicago.
Seriously, I can't.
Tomorrow, don't miss Sports Talk Live on Comcast Sportsnet. David Kaplan leads a roundtable on the day's hottest topics.
We're developing into this group. We're starting to really believe when you're able to win games late on a consistent basis, it becomes part of the fabric.
Interview Chicago's biggest stars.
I had a great opportunity to come here and play at Chicago. This team is moving in the right direction, and I wanted to be a part of it.
And interacts with you, the viewer. Sports Talk Live, presented by the all-new Chevy Silverado. Tomorrow at 5:30 on Comcast Sportsnet. Before each NASCAR race, visit csnchicago.com and enter the Chicagoland Speedway Sweepstakes. Send in your pick to win, then watch Sports Talk Live every Tuesday. And if Scott Paddock randomly selects your pick, you'll win tickets to the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series. Plus, you'll be entered to win the grand prize, a trip for two to the 2015 Sprint Cup Series award ceremony at the Wynn Hotel in Las Vegas. Submit your race pick now and enter the Chicagoland Speedway Sweepstakes at csnchicago.com.
There she is, Elena Delle Donne in the sky, aiming for their 5th straight home win, hosting the Atlanta Dream in the 3rd. Delle Donne bringing up the ball, stops and launches the 3. To the 4th, Delle Donne off the dribble, splits the defenders, great move to the hoop for the layup. And then to put it away from the corner for 3, drains it, 27 points from Elena Delle Donne. Apparently it's the Elena Delle Donne highlight show. Don't worry about her friend, teammate, Allie Quigley. She had 23 points. The Sky beat the Dream 97-92. And now recap of our top story. The Cubs were down 2 runs in the 9th in Cincinnati, but rookie Kyle Schwarber saved the day with a massive game-tying 2-run homer, and the young catcher just was not done yet.
Deep to right, Bruce back on it, gone! Schwarber's done it again, 5-4.
Schwarber goes 4 for 7 with those 2 homers, 4 runs driven in, and with those 2 late inning blasts, he joins some exclusive company. And I'm not going to leave you hanging. Here's a look at the last 4 Cubs to hit 2 home runs in the 9th inning or later. Sammy Sosa did it back in 1993. Andre Dawson accomplished the feat in 1990. And Ryne Sandberg, of course, in the Ryne Sandberg game back in 1984 off Bruce Sutter. It looks like Cubs fans will be seeing Schwarber and his big bat for quite a while longer. Miguel Montero, who is on the DL with a sprained thumb, visited 2-hand specialists and then updated. The plan is to have him rest for 2 weeks before having the hand reevaluated in early August. Once Montero is cleared, he will still need a rehab assignment before rejoining the team, which at that point could coincide with September call-ups. Former Bennett Academy star Frank Kaminsky has had a year to remember. The big fella led Wisconsin to the NCAA title game before losing to Duke. Kaminsky then became the 9th overall pick in the NBA draft, selected by Charlotte. And last night, the lifelong White Sox fan had the chance to take batting practice, as you saw there, and throw out the first pitch before the Sox-Cardinals game.
And obviously, my dad, living there, grew up a huge Sox fan. He pushed that on me. My mom's actually a Cubs fan, so he wasn't having any of that in our house. We have like a family saying. We have 2 favorite teams in the MLB, the White Sox and whoever's playing the Cubs. So that gives you an idea how much we love this team.
The plays of the day are presented by Lexus.
Number 3, Mets and Nationals. Daniel Murphy grounds one to short. Ian Desmond makes the stop, gets the throw. Barely nips Murphy at first. Great range by the shortstop, but the Mets take this one 7-2 the final. Orioles and Yankees for number 2. Brett Gardner bunting for a hit, nicely placed, but Wei-Ying Chen one-ups him. He gloves it to first for the out. Heads up play by the pitcher. The Yankees end up winning 3-2. And you know what? No other choice for our top play. Got to be the kid, Kyle Schwarber. The rookie backstop comes up huge for the Cubs. He hits 2 homers, one in the 9th to tie the game and another in the 13th to win it. Why not do it all? Cubs win 5-4. Schwarber more than earns our play of the day. Here's a look at what's on Comcast Sportsnet tonight. Join Cap and crew for Sports Talk Live at 5:30. Sportsnet Central comes your way at 6:30. The series finale between the Cardinals and White Sox at 7. That's followed by White Sox postgame live. Then we'll wrap things up on Sportsnet Central. And that's it for this edition of the show. Thanks for joining us for Sportsnet Central, presented by CLR. And for all your sports news 24/7, stay logged on to csnchicago.com. For all of us here at Comcast Sportsnet, I'm Kip Lewis. Have a great day.
Do you have tough cleaning jobs around your house? Calcium deposits, lime, rust stains, yuck. Well, clean up fast with CLR. CLR's powerful formula blasts through tough cleaning problems inside and outside the house. It tackles buildup on shower heads, even coffee pots. And CLR has an EPA designed for the environment seal, so it's safer for your family and the planet. CLR, tough on yuck, gentle on everything else.
CLR is available at these fine stores.
White Sox fans, want to receive exclusive ticket offers and pre-sales, video sneak peeks, breaking news alerts, and more all year long? Then you need to join the White Sox community by becoming a member of the WhiteSox.com Blacklist. The Blacklist is the only way to ensure you know about the latest and greatest promotional items, ticket deals, and special ballpark activities. Don't miss out on all the top White Sox news. Visit WhiteSox.com/blacklist to register for free today.
Do you feel trapped by your credit cards? $25,000 in balance now means your minimum payment could be $1,000 a month. Be late, and there go the late charges. I'm attorney Peter Francis Geraci. Consider eliminating with Chapter 7 or no interest repayment under Chapter 13. Call us for a free phone mini consultation or log on to infotapes.com.
If you're worried about debt, call now to see if you qualify. 1-800-401-4010.
I bought a ticket because he told me that something good is going to happen, and for the first time in years, he was right.
What?
Nevertheless, Carmen still believes in her husband because he still believes anything's possible.
I'm Anthony Rizzo, and you're watching the home of Cubs baseball.
24/7. Stay logged on to csnchicago.com. For all of us here, I'm Kip Lewis. Have a great day.
Go inside the lives of Chicago's biggest sports stars. Only on Inside Look on Comcast Sportsnet. Your questions answered.
I never expected to make any money. I just wanted to break even.
Idols revisited.
We feel that our legacy will live forever.
And the stories behind the headlines revealed.
There's a lot of nice things about playing and being a Blackhawk.
Catch a new interview every month with Inside Look on Comcast Sportsnet. Visit csnchicago.com for listings.
White Sox fans, want to receive exclusive ticket offers and pre-sales, video sneak peeks, breaking news alerts, and more all year long? Then you need to join the White Sox community by becoming a member of the WhiteSox.com Blacklist. The Blacklist is the only way to ensure you know about the latest and greatest promotional items, ticket deals, and special ballpark activities. Don't miss out on all the top White Sox news. Visit WhiteSox.com/blacklist to register for free today.
There are lots of reasons why Myrtle Beach, South Carolina is the golf capital of the world. Over 100 beautifully manicured courses open to everyone, with more of these courses ranked in America's top 100 than any other destination, where you can escape the daily grind and reconnect with friends and family in a place affectionately known as Golf Town, USA. And now Myrtle Beach is easier to get to than ever with several new nonstop flights from Allegiant Air. To plan your next Myrtle Beach golf vacation, go to golftownusa.com.
Why can't I be the MVP of the league? Why can't I be the best player in the league? I don't see why. Why? I think I sacrificed a lot of things at a young age, and in the long run, it's going to help me.
At the Bull Sox Academy, we give each kid one mission. Dream it, train it, be it.
I'm Jeff Samardzija, and you're watching the home of White Sox baseball, CSN Chicago.
Hey everyone, I'm Kip Lewis, and welcome to Sportsnet Central. Another big name hits the trade market, but is the price too high for Theo Epstein and the Cubs? Meanwhile, the Cincinnati Kid comes through in the Queen City.
Oh, baby! We're tied!
It was Christmas in July on the South Side, where the Cardinals jumped out to an early lead, but it was another big night for Tyler Saladino. And with training camp just a week away, what's the biggest question facing the Bears heading into Bourbonnais? Another strong finish on Sportsnet Central right now.
You are connected to Sportsnet Central.
The Cubs and Jason Hammel looking to get back in the win column in Cincinnati. Hammel seeking his 6th win of the season as the Northsiders look to gain some ground in the division. Hammel 0-1 with a 5.34 ERA with 5 career starts against the Reds. Runs into some trouble early. Man on for Joey Votto in the first. He lines one to center, but Dexter Fowler drops the ball. Brandon Phillips makes it to third on the play. He later scores on a sac fly. Reds up early. Now 2-0 in the